Scorpio, this is going to be your reading for the last part of January. Whenever you come to this reading, it's your reading. So thank you for being here. This is Spicy Sunflower Tarot, by the way, and I am going to start off by introducing this beautiful, lovely bracelet that was created, designed by my cousin. I'm going to tag him below, but I want to introduce the gems that are present. And we have rhodonite, hydroglossalar garnet, and olivine or olivine jade with a little beautiful silver there in the center. I'm going to put this on and just share with you. This is for heart healing, resilience, calm, self-respect. Lovely. I love it. And I'm going to tag him, like I said. I'm going to get started. I've got selenite here, cleansing out the energies from the tarot cards. From the previous readings, I have The Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Kranz. And I'm going to get started for you, Scorpio, with your reading. I want you to hold in your mind and in your heart a situation that you would like some clarity on. Something that you would like some clear-minded, honest to goodness thought and heart space energy devoted to. So let's see. Scorpio. Why is Scorpio here? What can we do to help them clarify, clarity, gain insight, wisdom, understanding into their situation? Thank you for being here, Scorpio. Let's identify what that situation is for you. What's going on? What brought you here? Once we pull that card, it might help you indicate what it is. Maybe you've got several things on your mind. We have the Six of Cups. This keeps popping out. This is nostalgia, childhood, first love, true love, soulmate energy. It's a blast from the past. Could have an old lover popping back up and reconnecting with you or wanting to, but it's very emotional. It's very heart-led. So whatever it is that you've been thinking about, dreaming about, constantly on your mind, it has to do with your heart, has to do with your emotions, and it has a lot to do with your childhood. So it can be somebody from the way, way, way back. So maybe get ready. Whatever it is you've been thinking about, and maybe you already have had connections with them or a conversation with them, and they're on your mind, that's for sure. So soulmate energy, old school love, and a person from the past coming back up. And they could be looking into you. The Daughter of Swords is like the Page of Swords, so it's like the investigator of the tarot. They are sometimes considered the spy energy or even a stalker, God forbid. But the Page of Swords is inquisitive. They're inquiring. It's like remember the old, do we even have the Inquirer anymore? I remember my grandmother always reading those, like they kind of were like newspapers, magazines, but they were paper and they were full of gossip and kind of lies. But the Daughter of Swords is like the Page of Swords, and they're looking into things. They're investigating, they're inquiring, they're wondering. They're watching your social media all the time. They're always following you around, and you might not even know, but I don't know. That seems a little interesting. Somebody from your past is really keeping tabs on you. That's what it seems like. Remember, don't ever make the storyline fit. If it's not your reading, don't make it fit. And I'm just coming up with examples from what my intuition says, but you might have opened this reading and decided what Six of Cups means for you. And maybe the Daughter of Swords, the Page of Swords, is something different. But they want to know the truth about you for some reason. What else? Very interesting and kind of a little creepy. The Hierophant, the Hierophant, card number 5. This is major arcana for the sign of Taurus. So your old school flame or your Page of Swords person could be a Taurus. This is very much about information Very interesting. It's very much, look at this too. We've got the crow, the blackbird standing on the key to the truth. And we have the owl, wisdom, knowledge, information on the sword. Communication, truth. Very interesting. But the Hierophant is about knowledge that is gained outside of us. So very interesting, very indicative of the Daughter of Swords. Let's just say, for the sake of this example, that your old school flame from 1992, they look you up on social media. They understand and think that you're single, that you're available, that you're open for contact. They keep their eyes open, their eye on you. They're watching you all the time. And then because of everything they've learned, the Hierophant, they feel like they have enough external knowledge about you that makes them reach out. That makes them feel like they have enough information about you that they've gained externally to them. They don't currently know anything about you intimately, but they know enough about your whereabouts, where you work, where you do your social activities, who your friends are, all of that. They know that kind of information because they've been spying on you. Oh dear, this is interesting. Well, Scorpio, I would just tell you to lock down your social media if you need to. If you feel a little bit creeped out by this, if this is true for you, if this is your reading, I would tell you just to monitor your security levels on your social media pages. Be careful. If you're not interested in the past, and I've been listening to a lot of different podcasts, experts talking about things like that if there is no proof of change, the answer is no. If the person from your past doesn't present themselves as a changed individual, the answer is no. Father of Cups. This is Scorpio. This is your court card energy. This is Scorpio. This is King of Cups. This is fixed water, fixed emotions. This is Scorpio saying, and they're standing on solid ground when they say it, that this is how I feel. This is who I'm dedicated to. This is who I'm loyal to. This is who I belong to. This is who I don't belong to. I feel this way. I'm calm. I'm cool. I'm collected. I'm not irrational. I'm not over the top. I don't go all over the emotional spectrum. I stand 10 toes down on my emotions. And so that says to me, with the example that I have kind of been going with, somebody from your past looks into you, investigates, and realizes that they think they've got a chance because they've learned enough about you. External knowledge anyway. They don't have intimate information. They have external information. And you are going to be in the position to receive the contact and decide how you're going to deal with that. If you're going to accept that into your world, or if you're going to no. The answer is no. The Father of Cups, I wouldn't mess with the Father of Cups. The King of Cups, very, very stubborn. Not in a bad way. Maybe it can be, but not in a bad way. When they make up their mind to be devoted, to be loyal, to feel anything about you, that's that. And that almost becomes law. And so don't push them, and also don't give up on them. The Father of Cups. That's your tarot reading, Scorpio. I hope there is some semblance of truth or something that is useful to you. I'm going to grab the Whispers of Lord Ganesha. This is Angela Hartfield's deck. And I'm going to shuffle the cards and then give you one message to clarify. Maybe a little security or inspiration for this reading. Generosity, card number 10. Card number 10 in the deck is, I'm going to make sure and give you the proper meaning for the author. It is compassion for others is a natural result of being aware and conscious of your own feelings. When you're generous in spirit, you take complete responsibility for your life. Work with Ganesha to assist you with stepping up to do the right thing. This is especially important when you feel or when you are filled with fear and conflicting feelings. Very interesting. Okay, Scorpio, this is your reading. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your energy, your time, and your attention. I would ask for a like, a follow, a subscribe, a share. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube, and it's a pleasure to do your reading. I would love to hear how it lands for you. Be blessed. Be well. Namaste.